Hi, my name is Jonathan, and I like to one wheel, snowboard, and mountain bike. This week, 2 resorts are opening, Copper Mountain and Breckenridge. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way to Copper this Friday, and I think it's time. I think it's time to take the Donek out. You know, I got into snowboarding pretty late in life. I was 38 the first time I rode a snowboard. I'm 41 now. This is technically my 4th season. Really, my first season was a complete waste. I think I went up about 6 times and I was trying to learn on my own, not really understanding how snowboard works. The second season got a little bit better. I think I made, I was able to make a few S-turns on the second season, but it was pretty ugly. Third season last year, I made a lot of progress. I consider myself beginner/intermediate. You know, I can go down blacks, I can go down double blacks. I really got into carving last season. Over the summer, Donek had an application for ambassadors. To my surprise, even at my level, I was able to apply and they accepted me in the program. So I'm officially a Donek ambassador. So I think it's time to take the Donek up and see what we can do with it. It just looks so cool when you see those guys just whipping and just leaving a thin line in the snow. That's really what I'm after. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take our Donek. We have to have proper form and we have to make sure it's proper procedure. All right, see you guys up there. All right, so we made it to Copper today. This is opening day at Copper. Same problem with all opening days, only one run open, and a lot of people are excited to be here. I have to say this is the highest energy that I felt for opening day. I mean, the other opening days were okay, but people are really spiked up here today. Safety is always a concern on opening day because a lot of people are just bombing that one run. The only run open right now is called Main Vein. And so I've done a couple of laps this morning. We'll do a couple of laps again. I'm riding my Donek right now. You know, I've been waiting to ride the Donek, but probably today wasn't a wise choice to do it. The reason why is if you're gonna do carves and really lay down, we need some snow, we need some good snow, and we need less people on the run. So every time I try to lay down a car, especially on the hillside, you know, I'm terrified that somebody's gonna be bombing down and hit me on the way. So yeah, probably not the best decision to run the Donek. So I think the next opening days, we'll stay with the LibTech until more runs are open and we have wider places to play and practice J-turns and that kind of stuff. A lot of fun here at Copper. We'll do a couple more runs and then we'll call it a day.
Cool, so this was the day at Copper Mountain, opening day. Really just one run open, main vein. I think they did a good job. It's just that there was just a lot of people, right? So in the morning it was pretty unsafe. It's been the same story for all those resorts. A lot of people run, not a lot of room to lay down carves. And today I brought my Donek, but the plan originally was to just do J-turn, 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 until we figure out how the carve works on a board so wide. This is my first board that's that wide. With the amount of people there, it's basically impossible to do that. So I think we're gonna keep the Donek and the quiver for now. We're gonna continue with the Lip Tech on the remaining opening days. So there's 3 more resorts we're waiting to open. Basically Eldora, Vail, and Beaver Creek. And then the big 8s in Colorado will be open. If you're on the Icon side, Eldora, Winter Park, A Basin, and Copper Mountain. And if you're on the Epic, Keystone, Breck, Vail, and Beaver Creek. Once all of these are open, basically Colorado's open at that point. So we'll keep using the Lip Tech. We'll postpone making turns on the Donek for now. And whenever we get a big storm and more runs are open and things are more spread out, it'll be safer to get on the carving journey. Another successful opening day. We got 4 opening days so far. A Basin, Keystone, Winter Park, and Copper Mountain. So 4 opening days so far, and we're waiting for the other 4 to open. All right, good day. Peace.